So good morning and assalamualaikum everyone. Have you guys had your breakfast?
Waalaikumsalam, Miss Sabrina. Yes, I did.
Waalaikumsalam,
How about
Sabrina.
you?
Good morning.
Morning, Miss.
Alright, that's good to hear. I've had nasi lemak before this meeting. It's been a while, right, since we had our last meeting. Um, Mr. Hairulizzat, why is the name on the nameplate is Mohamad Adam Adaha? And where is your background? Did you not receive it from the WhatsApp group or something?
I'm so sorry, but I'm having some issues with my laptop, and currently I am using a friend's laptop. Sorry again for the inconveniences.
Alright, it's okay as long as you're present. So, without further ado, let's begin our meeting by reciting Furqan Al-Fatiha. Alright then. So, is everyone present?
Yes, Miss Sabrina, everyone is present and we do not receive any apologies for absentees.
That's great to hear. So, moving on to our next agenda, which is the minutes of the previous meeting. Miss Aisyah, could you please read it?
Yes, Miss Sabrina. So for the minutes, I already distributed them a week before today's meeting, and I have already received two amendments that needed to be fixed. So firstly, the time correction of the previous meeting. Instead of 9 p.m., I changed it to 9 a.m. And then second, Miss Nur Najihah corrected me about her name spelling. So in the previous minutes, I wrote her name as Nur Najihah without H, and she corrected me and I changed it to Nur Najihah with H. And those two are the only amendments made from the previous meeting, and all other details are correct and they do not need any changes.
Okay, so that's it, right? Or are there any more matters for the minutes that we need to discuss? Just in case?
No, Miss Sabrina, everything is clear.
Alright, that's splendid to hear. So, can anyone propose for these minutes to be accepted?
I propose the motion to be accepted.
Okay.
And I seconded it.
Alright, thank you everyone. Next, we move on to our next agenda, 4.4, which is matters of arising. So, are there any matters of arising here, people?
Yes. So, from the previous meeting, I prepared a list of models for the company's upcoming launching event, and I've already contacted and informed them about the event. But unfortunately, there are two in-house models that will not be available on the day of the launching due to their schedule. However, the issue was immediately resolved as my team and I managed to recruit three more models that agreed to model for the event. And I even went ahead to hire an extra person as a precaution should this happen again unexpectedly. So that's all from me.
And for my part, matters about the apparel's fabric and price have been decided. So no problem with those issues. However, with the amount of the apparel that the company has asked for us to accomplish, would be a bit of a problem because for my department, since we are currently understaffed, and this is due to the busyness of completing the product, and this caused us to have overtime shifts and in our factory, thus making the new applicants to avoid to apply to our factory. However, despite the chaos, we have managed to take in a few new applicants to help us with this product that are willing to take overtime shifts for our department. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so as for fashion design department, we had an issue related with the stylist, whereas the stylist had changed the model as per mentioned by Miss Alya. So since we are related with each other, I had to change the sizing of the clothing that the in-house model was supposed to wear because the measurement was off from the new model's sizings that I just received from their department. So I had take action into changing the clothing to a more suitable sizes so that it will be much more comfortable and the fit will most likely look much more presentable and also fit the sizing of each model. So we had taken action to that, so there will be no other problems related to my department.
Alright, I think that's it, right? So thank you all for the report. Now let's us move on to our main agenda for this meeting. So for this meeting, we are going to discuss the details of our launching event for our new products. This event is for our new sportwear line. So let's move on to please present your point. And, are you okay? Is the internet okay? What I could you unmute your mic, please, Hairulizzat? You muting right now, right, everyone?
Sorry
Okay.
for the disturbance. Thank
Okay.
you, Miss Sabrina. Okay, for this event, I propose that the theme of the venue should be professional sports. This is due to the fact that many professional athletes these days have embraced the latest fashion trend into their clothing. Even the jerseys that professional athletes wear during their games have become a fashion trend. Like for example, vintage football shirt have increased in popularity in the fashion industry because they serve as a sentimental tribute and the loud distinctive football shirts of their childhood. So in my perspective, professional sportswear has a large untapped market with a large audience that we should capitalize on. Keeping with the professional sports motif, I propose that the venue should also be dressed as if it were hosting a sporting event. This could entail that the venue being decorated to look like a sports day event, such as we can have a photo booth and have some sport teams props. Set the booth into a quieter area for the photo booth where the attendees together with their friends and family can take their photos with their family. Personally, I believe that combining the venue's theme with professional sport and organizing it in a sports day setting would be a perfect fit for making our event more enjoyable and successful.
I second Mr. Izzat's proposition. In my opinion, a professional sports team is suitable for the venue team, like Mr. Izzat mentioned before. Many professional athletes have embraced the latest fashion trend into their clothing, so this can bring a great impact to our company in both popularity and profits.
I'm so sorry, but I think I have to oppose the suggestions. Not because I 100% disagree with the idea, but the one of the main elements that you forgot to implement in the theme and the interior of our venue is the Islamic designs, because as I believe our product is focusing on Muslim friendly sportswear. So it's not solely on sportswear. So I understand the concept of football and all of these sports concept, but it is important and crucial for us to add elements like Arab-esque geometric or geometric patterns or arches like where we see in mosque, Muslim mosque. So I think that will be and a great additional um if I would say like interior decoration and also the celebrating the Muslim culture. And for the photo booth, it was a great idea. So maybe we can add like the backgrounds have like the Islamic elements of it so that the fusion of Muslim friendly and sportswear can be seen there. So that is all I have to say for the interior designs.
So I, for one, want to second Miss Shamsina's suggestions because since my department is closely related to her department, And because I've been looking through the sketches and designs that have been made and will be made by the fashion design department, I think that the theme of Muslim sportswear is more suitable for this particular event. And not only that, my team and I also already have a vision on how we want to dress and style the models accordingly. So yes.
Well, I think that how about we do a voting session, and don't forget to use the reactions from the team's features. And Miss Aisyah, could you help me to count the votes later on?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. So, for those who agree with Mr. Izzat's suggestion, could you raise up your hands? Okay, thank you. To those who agree with Miss Shamsina's suggestion, could you raise your hand? Alright, thank you all. So,
So the vote is a big majority towards Miss Shamsina's suggestion.
okay, due to the big majority, I think we should go with Miss Shamsina's idea. And we will proceed with Miss Shamsina's suggestion in adjusting in the overall event. Okay. So moving on to our next agenda, 5.2. Miss Anis, could you present your point? Could you present your ideas and suggestions or anything?
Yes, miss. So I, as a event manager, for this event, I would like to invite a few VVIPs to our event to light up our launching event. And I have prepared the guest list so that during the event we know all our VIPs. So I like to invite our top prospect and customer who always support our products, and they are the ones who have subscribed to our membership cards, and they are always willing to repeatedly purchase our products. So I hope that when we release our new products, they can help to increase and improve our sales. Moreover, I would like to suggest that we invite public relation and media broadcasting station to our launching event. So I invite writers from a variety of media outlets to our event, including like newspaper, magazines, blogs, and online publication. And for information, all of them are related to sports field, which is our well qualified to promote our products. So currently, I have listed some of the media stations to get their confirmation if they love to participate in our event.
I seconded Miss Anis' motion as we need to have more understanding of who our visitors are. So we are able to have everything ready in advance to ensure that everything runs well, which is particularly important when our visitors include VIPs. Consequently, I am in favor of Miss Anis' guest list, which she compiled in order to ensure that we do not simply do things haphazardly, but rather according to a predetermined strategy. Thank you.
Excuse me, Miss Anis. I have an idea about the guest list. How about we send an invitation to several famous influencers? The reason why I suggest this idea is because it can make our event much more exciting, and at the same time, our event will be known to more people considering most of the influencers carry a lot of influence all around, mostly in social media platforms. Moreover, my team already took several initiatives beforehand. I already instructed my team to send invitation letters to several famous influencers that are well known on social media platforms, such as Instagram and Twitter. So far, we only have received 2 replies, and 2 of them accepted the invitation to our event. However, Ms. Anis, if you demand for more invitation to be sent to any other influencers to attending our event, I would instruct my team to do it right away after this meeting. Not only that, I also want to suggest that we invite around 2 or 3 influencers that are related to the sports field. I have contacted a YouTuber that creates content videos about sportswear that is suitable for the athletes. Many people depend on his YouTube channel to look for quality sportswear as they covers all kinds of sport activities. From the way he makes the video for his content, I am confident enough that he will be able to successfully provide our products to his subscribers.
So I want to second Mr. Daniel's proposition because I also think that it's a good idea to include influencers in our guest list as they can easily connect with others, particularly especially the younger generation through their social media. And I would also like to add the fact that the new models that we hired are also famous influencers as well, which I think can also help in exposing our event to the public. It will be a big help.
Okay. I think I heard some inconvenience in Miss Alya's place, but it's okay. So thank you all for the suggestions and opinions. So let's move on to agenda 5.3, which is the date and time of the event.
Okay, for the date and time for the event, I recommend that we launch our event on 25th June, which is on Saturday. And since the event is conducted on weekends, I think it will be easier for our guests to attend because they will have more free time. And moreover, I have checked with the venue manager, and it is a good news that the venue is available on that day for our event without any significant event in the area. And for the time, I think the event will start from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. And I confident that it will be a perfect time for the people.
I'm sorry, but I think that I would have to oppose the suggestion that Miss Anis just said. As I have mentioned before, currently my department is understaffed, and even though we have managed to solve that issue, and because there are new applicants, they are still learning about our department, and because therefore for our department to have a finalized result for the launch, it will be impossible based on the date that was given by Miss Anis just now. And that's all from me.
I seconded Ms. Najihah's motion since quality is our number one priority. So we cannot compromise on selling mediocre piece of clothes because the customers deserve to get what they paid for. So in case if things go wrong, we may be losing more than gaining profits. So in the worst case scenario, if a lot of our regulars complain about our quality, they might want to get a refund because it does not meet their expectations.
So I think that we should vote for postponing or continuing with the current date, which is 25 June. Miss Aisyah, could you help me count the votes again? Okay, so don't forget to use the features, okay, of Teams. So to those who agree with postponing the date, could you raise up your hand? Okay, thank you. You could put down your hand, and whoever agree with continuing with 25 June. Oh, see that? Sorry. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Sabrina. Actually, the voting is tied.
Yeah, it's a tie, right? Okay, but even though it's a tie, what I suggest for now is that we can put your hands down already, okay? We should continue this discussion later in the next meeting, as our meeting is about to end, and I am sure you guys have other businesses to attend, and therefore this will be postponed later. The discussion for the date will be discussed in the next meeting. Okay. Alright. Why are you guys still raising your hand? I made my decision. Okay. Put down your hands down, people. Okay. So, um, moving on. is to the wait, I'm watching the agenda again. Okay. Okay. The next is 5.4. Who's the responsible for this? 5.4. Okay, and Miss Anis.
For the lunch event, I have found a venue that I have confirmed the location is suitable for our event, and also I believe that the location will be spacious enough for everyone, and I hope it will not be overcrowded. And I think the location of the venue is also convenient as it has nearby public transportation and also a parking space, which is it will make it easier for the guests to attend our event. And also, I have checked the schedule with the venue management, and it has been confirmed that the venue is available to our event because there are no significant event coming around within the time that we have planned.
We are grateful to Miss Anis for the help she provided in recommending a location that would be appropriate for our event. And after hearing all of the particulars, it is abundantly clear that the location of the event is much more suited for this venue due to the convenience that it offers. Apologize for the inconvenience. However, at this moment, I am unable to say whether or not we will rent the space as you have indicated. It is within my capabilities to accept it, but before I can do so, I need to consult with my department first about the budget. Since we do not have any sponsors as for now, I'm afraid that the expenses of renting the venue may force us to spend more money than we are allowed to spend. Despite this, I will make every effort to ensure that this occurs. And if Miss Anis could simply give it to me, I would be more than pleased to take care of whatever tasks need to be completed. And if everything has been resolved to everyone's satisfaction, I will get in contact with you later or bring it on our next meeting to discuss it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you people for the reports. So I think that's it for our main agenda. So make sure all of this will be done and settled before the next meeting. So any other business you guys want to discuss or address?
I would like to point out something. I think the time attendance scanner is broken because when I went to punch the card for my attendance yesterday, the scanner kept saying that it couldn't identify my information and I was considered late as the result. I'm sure that some of you have been experiencing this difficulty for the previous 2 days, and I'm hoping that it will be resolved quickly to avoid further misunderstandings and inconveniences.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. So I think the best person is suited for the job is Miss Daniel. Could you inform the technician and fix the scanner as soon as possible?
Yes, Miss Sab. I will do it right away after the meeting.
Okay, thank you. So are there any more businesses that we need to discuss?
Yes,
Miss
I
Alya,
actually
are
have
you
one.
okay? Are you okay, Miss Alya? Okay. Do you have something? Okay, okay. I'm sorry, Miss Aisyah. Continue.
Okay, so yes, I actually have one, and I'm pretty shocked when I heard about it. I've been hearing a lot of complaints from our customers, especially our regulars members, that our front door, which also acts as our first impression, they said that the door looks shabby and old. So the overall design and aesthetic should be changed according to the trend to accurately represent the company. So I think this is super important since the front door is the first thing that they see when they want to enter to our premises. So if it does not bring or represent our company vibe or appealing to the eyes of the fashion lovers, I think they might just walk away.
Well, I agree with you, Miss Aisyah. So I think Mr. Hairulizzat, could you change the design and theme to a trendy one to make it more attractive and appealing for our customers?
Yes, Miss Sabrina. My department and I will think of something right away.
Okay, that's good to hear. I think that's it for today's meeting. So remember guys, the next meeting will be held on 10th July 2022, of course, at 10 a.m. on Microsoft Teams. Same place. So the memo will be out a week before the meeting. Okay, so please take note and or maybe put a note on your calendar and prepare all the necessary materials. All right. So I think that's all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for lending your ear and giving your full attention in today's meeting. I adjourn our meeting to the date and time that has been mentioned above. We end our session today by reciting Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-Ans. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Miss Sabrina and everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you
See you
later
next
in the
one.
office.
Assalamualaikum Miss
Have a nice
Sabrina.
day, everyone.
Have a nice day. Assalamualaikum.
Salam. Have a nice day.